Nikola Jokic, who's averaging 24, 11, and 10, and is carrying the Nuggets to the first seed and is probably going to win his third MVP. And I feel like this means two different things, right? Number one, my favorite thing this means is that the league is in good hands, right? After LeBron and Steph Curry retire, we still have Nikola Jokic, who's 28 right now. It's probably gonna be like 34 when they retire. We got Luka Doncic, we got Trae Young, we got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, a bunch of other names. The Kings, Sabonis, we got De'Aaron Fox, we got Jaren Jackson. We have a lot of young players that will make this game exciting to watch, despite people not really believing that. And Nikola Jokic, I'd say, is the front runner of that exciting sort of offensively explosive game. Now, before this video, I had a narrative of like, oh, the Nuggets don't play defense. They're just like the Mavericks. But I'm looking at this last game they played against the Clippers, and Nikola Jokic had 3 steals, along with 40 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists. Now, this is going to make his third MVP, which is going to put a massive target on his back in order of magnitude when it comes to playoff performance. Because, as we know, the last 2-3 years where Nikola Jokic has won MVP, they haven't really performed to the hype in the playoffs, right? Whether it be the other team just completely just demolished them, or injuries plagued them, things weren't really going their way. But it seems like if all things are going according to plan, they should, at bare minimum, at least make it to the conference finals. Because Nikola Jokic winning his third MVP in a row, which again, I think he's going to win because the advanced stats have it. His eye test is just beyond phenomenal. He has it as well. His team has been number 1 seed for God knows how long. It's gonna happen, right? So the pressure's on him immensely. If they don't make it at worst to the conference finals and the bare minimum of the NBA finals, then we're going to start looking at him as more of a regular season player. The narrative is going to be spinning along the lines of Nikola Jokic. I came up with the name first, so if that starts coming around, then hey, got it here first. But it's going to paint an unfair picture of him, because while I'm not a championship makes the player guy, playoff success does translate the overall greatness of the player, right? Like, we don't really view Chris Paul in the same picture as Damian Lillard in regards of playoff success, but in regards to like individual stats, I still pick Damian Lillard over Chris Paul, right? But Chris Paul has more playoff experience. He's gone deep into playoffs multiple times with James Harden, with himself, with the Clippers. Even though it hasn't been that deep, he has been in the playoffs more often than Damian Lillard. That's because, well, let's be honest, we get to see more of the players at their prime, at their peak, playing more games in the playoffs the deeper they go, with the whiff of a chance of winning a championship. So Nikola Jokic has the same pressure here. Now, him winning the third MVP also means that Joel Embiid's probably his last year performing at this high of a level. Like, he's been getting like 2-3 block games with 40 points, 15 rebounds, like 5-6 assists, almost like every other week or every week, something like that, some crazy stat like that. And he still has the 76ers as of right now in the third seed, which the East is very top heavy at this moment. So that's going to be very, very fun to watch. Now, I did notice that 76ers didn't really meet the Phil Jackson rule of you got to win 40 games before you lose 20 to be a finals contender, But that's still insane. And then Nikola Jokic is also beating Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is doing more or less what Embiid is doing, but with a little less help than Embiid has, because Embiid still has James Harden, who is going phenomenal this season, averaging a double-double, leading the league in assists, and on top of that has a massive dip in turnovers, which is really good, because usually when it comes to James Harden, he has a problem with turnovers and assists, but now it's got come all the way down. But his point averages come down as well, but it has helped the team overall. So Nikola Jokic, right? Despite injuries from both Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and I believe Michael Porter Jr. had a injury here or there whatsoever. Despite them having injuries, he's still been carrying them consistently as a first seed. So I do believe they're going to go far with this. However, he has to break the mold here. I really feel like because I don't believe he's stat padding. This is like a genuine way how he plays. This is probably going to be like his top peak. He could get better. I'm going to be honest. He possibly could get better. But let's just say hypothetically this is his top peak. He has to strike the iron while it's hot right now. He's been in the league for 7 years, and the spotlight is going to be on him immensely. Like if it wasn't on him last year when he won the second MVP, when not that many people really wanted him to win it, it's going to be shining bright on him right now with a crowded West conference, right? Now, he is no John Moran. He's saying I'm fine in the West because no one is fine in the West. Let's just be honest. We're looking at the top, 10 teams? I'd argue 12. And they're all possibly going to make it into the playoffs to play one another. And this competition is fierce. I would say if you take the Trailblazers out the contention, because let's be honest, without Damian Lillard, they literally just don't exist as a team. We have the Lakers, who are sort of picking up a small winning streak so far. They won the last 3, which is pretty good, but they kind of need this anyway. We have the Pelicans, who they have lost the last 3, but at the same time, if Zion Williamson could come back for the playoffs, and they're just a team you don't want to face in the playoffs whatsoever. You have the Timberwolves, kind of inconsistent. Gobert, still meshing with them. That's definitely a project that you have to work in progress. I don't see them going that far in the playoffs. However, Anthony Edwards is a phenomenal threat, scoring 40 points damn near every single night within the past 2 weeks at a high efficiency rating. So definitely have to watch there. The Jazz, they are a team that they could upset somebody. Like hypothetically, if they win against the play-in term, which I think they're beating either the Timberwolves or the Pelicans easy. Well, not easy, but they're beating them. They would either be facing the Nuggets or the Grizzlies. And I could see them upsetting the Nuggets like a 7-game series. It's a really slim chance, but I could see that happening. And then the Warriors, who won the chip last year, are the 7th seed. And if they keep the winning streak up, they could possibly jump up a bit higher. So they'd face a team that is not the Grizzlies or not the Nuggets, But then again, teams 12 through 6 are only a couple games apart. And that's it. Because Lakers 29 wins, Blazers 29 wins, Pelicans 30 wins, Timberwolves 31 wins, Jazz 31 wins, Warriors 31 wins, Mavericks 32 wins, Clippers 33, Suns 33. If they're not that far apart in wins, any of these teams can shift, and that could drastically change who the Nuggets will face in the first round and also in the second round as well. So, long story short, because there is parity in the league, not only will Nikola Jokic's target in his back become bigger, but also his road to the finals will possibly be one of the harder roads that he's faced in his career so far. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. The playoffs is going to be amazing. While Nikola Jokic does deserve his MVP, it's going to come with a lot, and I mean a lot of scrutiny if he doesn't produce any results, which sort of rightfully so, but at the same time, this man's averaging triple-double without stat padding, so it's very impressive. High efficiency. Go Nuggets!